You can also get SpaceX Pre-IPO stocks on Xstocks, which is the company that's backed by Kraken, if I'm not mistaken. And you can look at the dashboard if they have SpaceX yet. They don't have it yet. But on any centralized exchange, if they are offering a Xstocks driven SpaceX pre-IPO tokenized stock, it is legit because this is a platform that is backed by Kraken. And I believe it's owned by Kraken even. Okay, and as far as I know, those are the 3 legitimate ways to access it. On Hyperliquid, on Prestocks, and on Xstocks. Now, some centralized exchanges also have these perps already, SpaceX perp. Depending on the exchange, okay, those are all custom perps. If you are trading it on like Binance, Bybit, OKX, it's probably legit. And I believe Coinbase will have this as well. SpaceX perp, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here. Coinbase launches pre-IPO perpetual futures with SpaceX as first asset. So essentially, you can trade it anywhere. If it's a very reputable exchange like Coinbase, Binance, Bybit, OKX, Kraken, if it's those ones, you can just go ahead. I'm not going to dig into each specific one because they are very reputable. But if you use a smaller exchange, make sure you look at the actual details, whether the perp markets will translate to a real market after SpaceX has their listing. So if the market will continue going, or if they will close that market shortly after listing, there could be a difference. So make sure you know that, and make sure that you look at the documentation of those markets to see what the implied valuation is. So if that market is less liquid, you could be getting it at a worse price compared to the market pricing, which is right now roughly $162 per share, or 2.13 trillion valuation. This is the public traded market price right now. Okay, if you are getting it very similar, then just go ahead. All right, just in summary, I don't plan to invest in the SpaceX IPO anymore. I'm probably going to just try it and buy 1 share just to see how it works, and just buy 1 share on Prestocks, buy 1 share on Xstocks, and then buy 1 contract on Hyperliquid, buy 1 contract on Binance, and just to see if it actually settles. So I know like how these things work, because this is very new. This is the first pre-IPO perp that launched on every single major crypto exchange. So I want to know how it works, but I don't think there's much upside on it. I'm not going to recommend people to go shorting this. If you want to short them, you already have the tools here, and you can do your own research and plan to do that. With everything that I looked at, based on the valuation metrics, valuation compared to revenue, and based on how much float that they're selling to the retail audience, and the fact that they're doing as much as they can to get them fast tracked to the NASDAQ 100, this looks like a exit liquidity event. So be very careful. It's probably not going to go down immediately, but I doubt that there is going to be much upside on this. So there you go. That's what I think about this SpaceX IPO. So long story short, the AI bubble not going to burst. I don't believe it's going to burst before all 3 mega IPOs finish this year. First, we have SpaceX this month, and then we have OpenAI. Earliest timing is around August with OpenAI and Anthropic. The latest is end of the year. It's looking like both will be roughly October. Once all 3 go public, that's when I believe the bubble can actually burst. So when that happens, that's when you gotta de-risk from all the AI stocks, chips companies, hyperscaler data center companies, obviously the IPOs themselves, you gotta de-risk, and the Korean market index gotta de-risk from that. And more importantly, the NASDAQ is going to be very risky because it's heavily weighted by AI now.